YouTube land. Yeah, it's me, Tina. I'm just about to give you my little recipe here that I've mucked around with a little bit, but it works and it's great for pizza. I have made a pizza. I'm not doing it today, or should I? Oh, God. Now, this is, I don't think I will. I'm just doing the mozzarella. I don't want to get too much ahead of myself. So we're going to get straight into it. I've really helped you buy. I soaked mixed nuts overnight. Now you don't have to have mixed nuts. You can use, I'm not sure what the, I think it was raw cashews. So they have to be raw nuts, not salted, not roasted, okay? So I just put 1/4, and you may think this is, you know, it's not going to make much, but it actually does. It makes quite a lot. Now, I soaked the nuts, so 1/4 of a cup of mixed nuts, soak them overnight, and then strain them and put them in the blender with a cup of aquafaba, which I've done for you, so you don't have to listen to me blending the damn thing. Okay, all right, so then just going to get that out, and we're going to pass it through a sieve. Can you see that? Oh, yes, you can. All right, we're going to pass it through a sieve, or Muslim. You know, you can use the Muslim bags if you have the bags. Just going to get a little one of these out. How are you today? Where are you from? What are you doing? I suppose you're not making cheese on this lovely day. I'm going to a meeting tomorrow about quantum. It's going to be interesting. All right. So you want to push it through the strainer. See how it's coming through there? And this just gets out the skins of the nuts, because, you know, I've used the whole nut, and so this is just the skins of the nuts. Okay, I'm just using a spatula. I had a swim this morning. It was beautiful. I thought there'd be a lot of people down there today, but it was really calm, and the water was lovely and cool, but yeah, not many people down there. Okay, I'm just going to show you this. Right, now you can keep this leftover nut and use it for something else, you know, pop it in a, I'll probably put some dates with it and make the date balls with it. It's not much of it left, but you know, you can just add. Okay, so you keep pressing it and pressing it. See how I'm pressing it? It's just giving me that last little bit of juice out of there. Okay, and that's about it. So we end up with this massive big blob of nuts. Okay, and we have the liquid. Now in the liquid we're going to put in the other ingredients. So I might need my glasses for this so I can read the recipe, because my eyes don't see like they used to. Okay, so I want to put in the rest of the ingredients. So what we've got here is, we're not going to put the coconut oil in. It has the coconut oil. So what we're going to put in first is the tapioca starch, and we've got 2 tablespoons of tapioca starch in with that. We've got a teaspoon of nutritional yeast. We've got just 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, but you can put in as much salt as you like, really. I mean, honestly, yeah, you can put in a lot more, but I don't really like it too salty. And then we just want 1 teaspoon of lemon. Okay, I might just put a little bit more in. Oh, don't do it. Okay, don't do it. And then we've got agar, and we've got 4 teaspoons of agar, or you can use kappa carrageenan, however you say that word, but I don't know how to say that word. So I'm putting in agar agar. Right, is that it? I'll just have a sip of my tea. Made this beautiful rose petal tea. I don't know if you can see it now. You probably can't. It's got a beautiful little flavour, and it's made on little rose petals. So cute. I'll see the rose petals. Yeah, they came from I picked up a friend and went into this little shop, and there they were. Okay, and now bind this lot. You just have to mix it till it's well combined. So I'm just going to do it in this container that I have. Okay, so I'm just going to add now, that's all blended, I'm just going to add the, no, check. Always waiting in my kitchen. I'm never, do you know that this is not a professional video? Just so I'd let you know that's not a professional video. It's not. Okay, so we're going to put this in and blend it. So this is, what have I got? 5 to 6 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now I've made this before. I actually used the 6 tablespoons last time and thought to myself, I don't think I need all that. My last words. Anyway, we're going to go in with this and see how we go with that. Just blend this in. Quickly do this. We're not going to blend it too far up. We're just going to do that. Okay. Then in a medium saucepan, which I happen to have right here, we're going to put it on a medium heat. Okay, we're going to put it on a medium heat. We're just going to pop all this into there. It looks like cottage cheese at the moment because the oil is, mine wasn't runny, it was still quite thick when I put it in. You can have it, you know, either way. Okay, and pop all that in there. That's it. Beautiful. And when you put it on the heat, yeah, my poor old stove, don't worry about it, it's pretty old. We just want to give that a stir, and we're going to keep stirring it. We're not going to stop. So if you see me walking away from it, yell out or do something and say, don't walk away from it. I better check the recipe. Right, blah, 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 stirring constant, blah, blah, blah. Right, so it'll eventually turn smooth and glossy like cheese. And when it comes to a 70-degree Fahrenheit, it's done. Or you'll be able to see it bubble around the edges. And because I've done this before, you can actually see when it's ready. You don't necessarily need the thermometer. I have got a thermometer, and I will be using the thermometer. This one was my mum's, and she used to make jam with it. So I'll be using that That's really helpful. All right, so don't walk away from this. I just want to come over here. Oh, I might have to bring you close to me so you can see what's happening. Okay, what can we do? How can we do this? How can we do this? I think I'll show you what I'll talk like this, and then as it's getting closer, because this is pretty boring, just mixing and yeah. So it's on a medium heat. You don't want it too hot. And you can see it starting to turn. I'm going to have to bring you over, can I, without causing massive damage here? I'm not sure I can do this. Let's have a look. Hang on. This is, you know what, I wasn't prepared, was I? I wasn't prepared for this. Okay, what's happening here? Okay. Da da da, cord at the ready. Okay, I'm going to bring you over so that you can get a really good look at my dirty kitchen. No, it's not really that dirty. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Right, you can sort of see me a little bit there in the picture, and you can see the lovely cooking. That's brilliant. Now, got my K-Night on today. And you can see that it is starting to warm up and get smooth. And this is what we want, is a smooth, we want it to smoothen down. This is as the oil breaks down, and the oil is just, I think I'll change spoons because this is a spatula and I don't like putting the spatula on. I broke my light bulb on the stove's gone. I'm going to use metal. Why not? Why not use metal? Well, then it's going to make a noise, isn't it? Anyway, it's not on high. It's only on a medium temperature. It will change. It will change what it looks like. Had to do some emails today. Oh, don't you love getting the emails and sorting through all the junk? And even though you try not to get any more junk, you just get more junk, and you've got to deal with that. I just find that it's just annoying. That scraping noise is annoying. Okay, I'm going back to the spatula. Okay, just for you guys because it's quiet, and I could fast forward this if I wanted, but I can't because we're doing this live and open to the world. Yeah, so I did the emails, and of course, yeah, that's been a thing. So I'm just doing the cheese, and then a bit later on I might make the dosa and pizza. And but I'm just doing the cheese because I want to show you. While this is doing this, don't walk away from it. Don't walk away. I am. Just going to show you. This is some of the cheese that I made last time. And I'll just put it in a bowl so you can see it'll be easier than to... So what I have is different types, and then I can just put it back in there. I froze it in ice cube trays. I'll just stir this, keep stirring. So I froze it in ice cube trays. What is this yellow one, I hear you ask? That is a different type of mozzarella. It actually has a lot more nutritional yeast in. That's what gives it the flavor, and it gives it the smell of cheesiness. Whereas these ones, which I'm going to be making, this is the mozzarella that you're used to seeing. It's light in color, it's rubbery, and it's pretty good. This recipe is probably better off used right away, like when you make it, and put it on whatever it is you're going to use. So if you're making pasta, if you're making pesto, not pesto, what is it? Ravioli, you know, or like what I would use it on is the pizza. And I have used it on pizza. I've used both of them. I made 2 pizzas and it turned out absolutely lovely. And I think you saw the photo of those on my Facebook page, same name. And I'm just going to see if I've got it. Let's have a look here. I don't know if I actually. So let's have a look in the photo album and see if we've got photos of Cheeze. I think it might be in that camera actually. Oh, lots of flowers, lots of stuff. Yes. I've done a lot of things since I last was doing this. What is that? Okay, so no, not on this one. Oh, what a shame. That would have been good to have been able to show you the photos of the pizzas. I've been all over the place. Let's not go there. All right, so that's it. So that's what it will look like when you freeze them in little ice cube trays. But then they defrost really, really nicely, and you can, these tiny ones, the little balls, I'm going to make some balls today, and I'm going to make some things. But when you eat them, they're quite delicious. And I really like that they're really delicious. And the white one, yeah, it does have the texture. It does have the texture, and it does have the, okay, it's starting to thicken now. Okay, it's starting to thicken, so I can't take mine. I have to just be a little bit careful with it. Make sure it doesn't thicken too fast. We're going to whack that back in there because this cheese I will keep for another time. Okay, back again. Okay, so you can see it's thickening. Look at that. Look how thick it's getting. So that's actually getting really nice and thick. And I've only put 5 tablespoons of the oil in. So I'm just going to see how that pans out, putting less oil in. It may not have been a good idea. I don't know. But I had a feeling that it's not necessary to have all that oil in, because usually there's a little bit of oil over. And the aquafaba that I used this time was frozen aquafaba that I've kept from when I make my chickpeas, and I haven't used the frozen aquafaba and then defrosted it before in this. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, that's looking really, really lovely. See how it's thickening up, you know, and getting rubbery. So rubbery. Hey, there's something else I want to do. Let's get this bowl here. Okay, so I want to get some for in the freezer and some for eating. I'm going to keep some in the fridge. You can keep it up to 3 days in the fridge, about 3 days. I'm in the freezer probably 3 weeks, something like that. Now, starting to split. You can see at the sides you're getting some oil, and in the middle it's starting to come together into like, you know, the rubbery type stuff. You can probably see it. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I should be able to see it. Okay, now I'm going to just start stirring for a minute. Get that thermometer. It's nowhere near ready yet, because you should see the bubbling coming around the edges, and there's no bubbling coming around the edges. I'd say this would be about 50 degrees so far. Let's see how far off I am. I need glasses. I cannot do this without eyes. I can stir without eyes, but I can't read. All right, starting to bubble, and that's getting to 60. Oh, yes, you can see now. Can you see it changing? Can you see it getting all oily on top? That's what we're looking for, is that oiliness. And that's almost 70 degrees. And I'll just show you. Once you sit, I'm going to bring this over to here. So once you see all the oil coming up, see how the oil's coming up? That's what we're after, and that way we'll get around 70 degrees. I'll look at this. Yes, it's 70 degrees. Take it off the heat. Don't want to go any further. Turn that off. Okay. Let's give that a bit of a shake down. Turn around, pick a bale of cotton. I don't know if that goes with that song, but anyway, we'll leave that. We'll just pop this in a bowl of water. Okay, so now with that looks the way it's supposed to. Yeah, so you've got all the oil over, and we can keep that oil. But this is the rubberiness that we want in a mozzarella. Can you see it? It's just rubbery. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I put some water in the freezer earlier. Some ice cube trays. And just want to get that into here if possible. What it is, can you see it? I'll come over. I've just put water in a tray and just half frozen it. It's not completely frozen, but get that out. Beautiful. So this is how we make, I call them balls, but they've got a name. What's the name of them? Whoops. Okay. The name is called Buffalo Style Mozzarella. Buffalo Style Mozzarella. There you go. There you have it. Just put a bit more water in. This has got a bit of that cheese in. And so, I don't know if you can see me here. I'm going to come over here. Come over here. Yep. And then this is what you do. You just get, oh, that looks great. Okay, I'm going to get some balls. I'm going to get a half tablespoon scoop. I had a teaspoon scoop last time, and we just drop it in there like that. And you can use whatever size you want, really. You could use a teaspoon. I'm just making a bit bigger ones today than what I did last time, because I found that when I made the pizza, the bigger ones were better. Okay, and then you get them out. Hang on, can't see that. Okay. So you get them out then with, could be the same spoon. I'll use a different spoon. And there they are. Little balls of joy. And you can actually shake them a little bit while they're still warm so that they are balls. Okay. Pop them down on your plate. Mine aren't perfect. That's okay. We don't need perfection. Look at them. Look at them. How beautiful. Okay, and just keep going with the balls. There's a lot of oil in the pan. But you need the oil for the recipe to work, you know. It has to be there. And the rest we're going to put back into the ice cube trays to make ice cube size ones as well, because they come in handy for, you know, putting on a burger or a croissant, bagel, now whatever you use mozzarella for. I don't know. I don't usually have mozzarella. The reason is because I don't eat a lot of cheese, but these absolutely are gorgeous. Look, nice, and look at them. When it's this, like when it's hot and just out of here, like you just drizzle this right over your pizza. Honestly, you wouldn't waste time mucking around like what I'm doing and making little balls to go on. But I do find these freeze well, and I don't mind them frozen in little balls or ice cubes. All right, so how did you like that little thing? Any vegans out there, you'd like to leave me a message and ask me any questions, feel free. You know, I'm only a learner myself. I've only been doing this for, you know, I don't know, 10 years or so. Like most of my life I've not eaten a lot of meat, but it's now that I'm getting into making cheeses and loaves and beautiful vegan cakes and things, and I'm really enjoying it. So I want to share the easy stuff, because you know what, I won't do anything that's too hard. No, I won't. I won't do anything that's going to take ages, or it's going to be, you know, a lot of mucking around. I want to do things that are going to be not very time consuming, that I can manage, you know. And if I'm going to make a pizza, I mean, you can make a pizza with the all-gran dough, you know, the all-gran gluten-free. Oh, I'm also got to have the celiac stuff. But, yeah, the gluten-free all-gran pizza dough is really good, but I'm going to make it with, and I have made it on my website before, so just go and look it up, the red lentil doses, and I have made pizzas on them, and they're absolutely beautiful. So that's all I'm going to do for the time being. Might get this one. It's gone all gooey and runny. Actually, I'm going to have another one, because this one's gooey and runny as well, and it's not holding its shape. You know why? Because my water's getting warm now. So I do have other ice cube trays. This one here, I just give it a little bit of dry. I don't have many of these type. I usually have the big ones, you know. And I could probably make big cubes, but I think the small ones would be good. So I'm just going to give that a little dry. Okay. Yeah, chuck that up there. I'll whack it in the fridge. Okay, I'll whack it in the fridge, because that's what you're supposed to do with it when you make your little balls, to keep the ball shape. That's why it's all losing. Hang on. Look at my little balls I made the other day. These are my date balls. Look. And I made them with almond meal, and they're not as chewy as using the dates and the coconut. So I mean, they're all right. Okay. just gonna fill up this while I can, and then I want to show you all this oil that's left over. And you know, you can use it. What did I use my last lot for? Can't remember. I did use it for something. Probably for just for cooking, because it's not real cheesy. This one out of the two that I made, and I'll make the other one on another day. But this one is the least cheesy, but it's more like a mozzarella. So I prefer this one. It's got less cheesy taste. The other one has a lot more cheesy taste, and you know, it suits other types of recipes. I don't think it suits the pizza, because with the pizza, really the toppings are the you know, you want the flavour of those. You should see how much coconut oil is left here. Just want to quickly get out as much of this cheese as possible. Okay, and that's about it. I don't think I can get much more out with this, but I will drain it, and I'll use the oil for something else. Okay, I'll whack that in there. And this is how much oil is over. Can you see it? Might chip it into a little smaller container. Put it in the fridge, and then I can pop it out up there. Hang on, I've got to wipe this. This one's had some of that flour in it, or agar, I don't know. Are you ready? So you end up with a couple of tablespoons of that oil left. And I'll just pop that in the freezer, the fridge. And then I'll use it up on something else. Okay. That on there. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that little show and tell today. Now this one doesn't have a lot of cheese in it, so just remember, this is more like a mozz. It's a little bit salty. It's a little bit cheesy. It's great. So there, I have that 8 little blocks, and also, you know, that whole little thing. So this would make a couple of pizzas easy, if you like that. And if you want the recipe for the balls, it's just dates. Soak them overnight, blitz them, drain them, blitz them with either coconut, or these ones are almond meal. And next time I make them, I'll put half and half. I think I'll put half almond meal and half coconut. But they turned out really good. All right. Anything else you need to know? I don't think so. I think that's it. Get in, get out. Recipe done. All the measurements I've said, so you'll have to write it down. I should have said that at the beginning. If you like my videos, subscribe, and then when I make more videos, you will actually get a notification just like that. And it's that easy. And actually, if you've got any questions, please ask me, because I love to hear what you're saying, even if it's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Usually I can give you a good answer with that. All right, well, thanks for coming into my little kitchen again, my humble little place of joy that I love to be in at times. Not all the time, but I am really enjoying it lately. What time? How long did that take? Oh, glasses. I'll tell you. Gee, that was pretty quick, you know, to make the mozzarella. Probably could have made it quicker. But, you know, with all the chat and everything. But see how easy that was? That was not difficult. Nikki, here's the recipe for you. Blessings and ciao for now. Bye. How do I turn it off? Oh, got to turn, I think it's this one here. Bye.